This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast. It's the Joe Concha Tunnel to Towers Foundation Sunday morning show. Now, here's Joe Concha.
And welcome back, everybody. So let's do a little compare and contrast, shall we? There is one cable news network, if you want to actually have that news moniker within there. It used to be MSNBC, now it is MS Now. And then there's another cable news network that has 3 times their ratings in Fox News, where I'm fortunate enough to be a contributor. Now, let's compare MS Now talking about illegals and how they're really no threat to anybody in this country, compared to an actual Fox News report from an actual reporter on the current state of affairs in this regard. This is cut number 21. Go.
These are people just trying to escape persecution, build a better life for themselves. If they're guilty of anything, it's that they fled economic misery and poverty instead of torture and war. They are not people who are putting us in any jeopardy. It's Donald Trump who's putting us in jeopardy.
News alert, DHS confirming the suspected ringleader accused in a plot to carry out a mass casualty attack at the UFC event at the White House on Sunday is an illegal immigrant.
Oh.
A federal investigation into Sunday's alleged terror plot on the UFC South Lawn event remains ongoing. Investigators looking into how this transpired, what was planned, as well as believing that many as 20 people may have been involved. Our colleagues over at Fox Digital report the alleged ringleader of this incident, Abraham Alvarez, was in the country illegally from Mexico, but also may have been granted DACA status, allowed to stay back in the Obama administration. He was arrested back in Omaha, Nebraska, and we expect to learn more about his background as the head of the UFC says security was certainly top of mind.
Oh, DACA. Did we vet some of these people that we wanted to give permanent citizenship to entered the country illegally? Because that guy, I mean, again, this plot is really chilling stuff. When you consider that they were going to take some drones and then that were weaponized, but fly them into buildings near the UFC event. Maybe not the White House, but there's the EOB, right, the Eisenhower office building. And then that would cause, therefore, an evacuation where people, they can't be taken backwards into the White House, obviously. They would have to go out into the street, which then from there, there were sniper teams, apparently 2 of them, that were being organized that would then open fire from there. Oh, and again, let's play cut 20, Elias, because I want to drill this point home on how one news network is portraying all illegals in this country. Lakin Riley, anyone? Cut number 20, go.
These are people just trying to escape persecution, build a better life for themselves. If they're guilty of anything, it's that they fled economic misery and poverty instead of torture and war. They are not people who are putting us in any jeopardy. It's Donald Trump who's putting us in jeopardy.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Any questions, anyone? Before we go to break, Scott Galloway, who's a profoundly miserable person, along with an even more miserable person in Kara Swisher, who has announced that she will leave CNN. Once Larry Ellison or Barry Weiss comes in, good, fine. You lend nothing to the conversation. She's supposed to be a tech reporter, and now she's like Keith Olbermann with grayer hair. Like, that's the only thing I could really, come to a conclusion on Kara Swisher. And here they are. They got together, so combined IQ of, I guess, room temperature, talking about how Elon Musk will decide who the next president will be, because that makes sense. Cut number 18, go.
Let's be clear. Elon Musk, in my view, can probably decide who the next president is.
Yeah, that's correct.
He spent $250 million and had influence on the election. Maybe he didn't decide it, but he had influence on it.
He thinks
what
he
happens
that's for sure.
if he decides to put 2.5% of his net worth, or $25 billion, or 100 times what he spent last time?
No, he's a freight train.
So they're worried that Elon Musk may put so much money into an election that he'll decide who the next president will be. Have you guys met the Soros family lately? And all the money they've put into elections and to getting judges elected and making this country infinitely worse. If you criticize the Soros family, Alex and George, okay, then maybe you have a half a leg to stand on. If you want to criticize Elon Musk for being a rich guy who tries to at least get the people elected that he wants to get elected, so he donates lots of money, the Soroses do that times 10, but you're not going to criticize them now, are you? Because of the team they support. Anyway, this is the Joe Concha Tunnel to Towers Foundation Sunday morning show. Back with so much more, I promise, in just a moment.
Thanks for listening. The Joe Concha Tunnel to Towers Foundation Sunday Morning Show. You can hear the Joe Concha Tunnel to Towers Foundation Sunday Morning Show. Sunday mornings at 10. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?